Hola a todos, mi nombre es Forrest Fenn. Escondí un tesoro y lo escondí muy bien. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Forrest Fenn. Escondí un tesoro y lo escondí muy bien. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Forrest Fenn. Escondí un tesoro y lo escondí muy bien. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Forrest Fenn. Escondí un tesoro y lo escondí muy bien. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Forrest Fenn. Escondí un tesoro y lo escondí muy bien. Escondí un tesoro y lo escondí muy bien.
Okay, when Forrest Fenn talks about subtle hints, people read about, well, he was in Yellowstone at the Firehole Hot Springs. That's where I'm going. I'm sorry, but that is not a subtle hint. That is bold and in your face and right out in the open. It's not a subtle. That is the subtle hint is the hot spring. Not that hot spring that he said he went to in Yellowstone. In fact, he doesn't tell any stories about the area where the treasure is. But where the treasure is, you're going to find the hints that he talked about in all his other stories are all located where the treasure is. For instance, the Totem Cafe, where he worked. Well, the restaurant isn't the subtle hint. The pie isn't much of a hint, although it is carved in the rock. His curled up there with the pie scene is carved in the rock next to his totem. His totem is the hint. The totem is the hint there. When he says that he took a .50 caliber to the nose, he's sitting inside his airplane. There's no way he could see that his nose took a .50 caliber. He might have heard something hit up there or something, but he was firing his guns too, or probably, and who knows. So there's a lot of noise going on, rockets going off and all this stuff, So anyhow, the 50 cal to the nose is a subtle hint. When you go to the story with Skippy and the Model A or Model B, the Model A that they wrecked, or the car that they wrecked with the Buffalo, what happened before he had the Model B that he had to go walking and chasing Skippy, or Skippy had to come back and get him. But those are two different cars, because the one was already crashed in the creek when the other story happened. So the Model B story was a different car. But when Model A and Model B look, the cowl of those cars look a lot alike. Got a gas cap in the middle of them, but the cowl that I found had a .50 caliber hole right next to the gas cap. The subtle hint from him taking a .50 caliber in the nose of his aircraft. That's the subtle hint. Is that hole in the cowl of the cowl of the car, the nose of the car had a .50 caliber hole in it, not his airplane. But also his stories from Yellowstone, from Texas, and the gypsies, and the car thing, the ZPU gun in Vietnam. You're not going to go to. You're not going to. The treasure isn't in Vietnam. We know that, but these stories are all represented in this place, which is his banquet table at the end of life, where everybody comes together, and all his stories and his friends come together. It's in the last paragraph of the dang book. Go read it. You haven't read the book. You're reading the poem, and you're paying too much attention to the poem and not the book. So, anyhow, I know what I'm talking about because I've been there. Now, also, you see that you got to look at the most important time of his favorite moment of his life. When do you think that was? I'll give you a clue. It was Christmas Eve, 1968, when he came home from Vietnam. And he had all his family there to celebrate. It was the same as his banquet table at the end of life. That was his favorite moment in his life, that Christmas Eve. So, well, I've said enough today, but I still haven't hinted of where my spot is. Y'all got to still guess at that. So, and I'm going to be heading up there and waiting for the right moment very soon.